Welcome to the month of June, 30 days all about gin. Shining a spotlight on those with a unique spin. Fun facts and proper tastings, cocktails and Friday afternoons. Discover 13 different brands and be influenced by me. Some for all. That's right, I am a song for all. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to day 20 of June 2022, my annual 30-day salute to gin during the month of June. Now today is Monday, and that means it's a product tasting day, the first of 4 consecutive products that I'll be tasting, and this week I'm going to showcase 4 Canadian gins with a spin. Now, some of you may have learned from Gi-Une 2021, i.e. last year, there is indeed a thriving craft gin distilling scene up here in the Great White North, with gin-innovating ideas and approaches being used. To be completely honest, it was these unique styles and approaches that I tasted last year that, let's say, gin-spired me to showcase gins with a spin for this year, June 2022. Now to kick things off, I'm taking my taste buds all the way down the highway here in Ontario, and I'm making them stop in Willibald, which is located in the township of Ayr, which is just outside of the Waterloo-Guelph area. I'm diving in for a taste of Willibald Farm Aged Gin. Now right away, you'll notice the color. And yes, folks, that is indeed the color of the gin that you're seeing inside this bottle. It's this goldenish, kind of ambery hue. Now that alone could be a spin, but there's more, much more actually. Willibald Distillery was started way back in 2017, so really not that way, right? Just back in 2017. And it was started by 3 gents who were fresh out of university. Now their original goal was to make whiskey. And as many aspiring whiskey distillers do, they decided to start with a gin, right? The gin brings in the money, the whiskey takes a lot of time, so you make a gin, that gets some revenue flowing, and away you go. Right, so that's what they decided to do. Let's start with a gin, get some revenue flowing. But it's not just about the money, you see. They wanted to do something completely different with gin, different from, well, anything else that they had seen that was out there. They decided to not only barrel age the gin, but also to use a mash bill, or, the other term for that would be a grain mix. So that's a little bit different. And even more different is that the mash bill that they would put together, that grain mix, was done to resemble a whiskey mash bill or grain mix. And that was all in design and homage for their gin. So here we have corn, rye, and barley. They're all used together. Now the percentages change of each from time to time, but that's what's in there. Now once this grain mix is fermented, it's distilled in a copper pot once, and then it has juniper, coriander, angelica root, and caraway left into that now fermented mash to macerate in that spirit for about 12 hours before it's redistilled over a botanical basket containing grapefruit peel and cardamom. And then wait, it's redistilled a 3rd time. That's like 3 different spins right there. Now the gin is aged for 4 to 6 months in new American oak casks. Another spin. Like seriously, all these spins, I'm starting to get a little dizzy with the folks at Willibald. Coming in at 43% ABV for a 750 ml format, it's time to dive in for a sniff and taste of this gin inspired by whiskey. Now, as always, we're first going to acclimate our nose by raising the glass 3 times, and then in the 4th raise, we take that big inhale, right? Here's how I like to do it. Hello there. Nice to meet you. Hope you're going to smell delicious. Nose is ready, and okay, hello. There is lots going on right away. That cardamom jumps out right away, as does cinnamon, clove, and some sweet nutmeg. Some deep floral notes in here as well. Some soft juniper pine, of course, right? Need that for gin. It's citrusy, and then there's some slightly earthy tones that intermix with cedar wood-like notes. Quite the bouquet going on in there. Okay, now we're going to taste. And remember, when tasting wine, spirits, and sake, right, we want to swish that liquid around our mouth and coat all 5 of those flavor receptors that we have. Cheers. Off the hop, some wood notes, a little woody. There's orange and spices, baking spice notes right there, front and center. A little bit of heat on the gums. Overall, a little bit of a warm mouthfeel. Now I'm starting to get some floral, spruce, right? Spruce pine resin. There's some anise happening at the back end, and a little earthiness that's starting to round things out. A little sharp, but also very complex. For all you home mixologists out there, you're going to have a lot of fun with this. There's a lot going on. Okay, so where can we find Willibald? Well, for anybody that's not here in Ontario, sad news for you. It's available only here in Ontario, Canada. You can get it at their farm distillery in Ayr. It's also widely available and probably more convenient for most folks to get it from the LCBO, stock number 540302. Retails for $46.95 Canadian at the LCBO, and that again is for a 750 milliliter bottle. Not available anywhere else, nor is it available for shipping outside of the province. That's a whole other thing. So there you have it, folks. A multi-spin Canadian gin from here in Ontario, Canada. Thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow, day 21 of Gi-Une, I'll be sharing another product tasting showcase, so be sure to check out my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram pages and ensure that we are connected by following each of them. Also, very important, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel to make sure that you don't miss a moment of Gi-Une or anything else that I'm posting. It's all very easy. Just go into the search bar for any of those social media platforms, type in SOMM4ALL, and you're all set. Until tomorrow, stay safe, be well, and cheers from Song for All. I am a song for all.